they fully controlled all this territory. And I think in this case it's very also clear that for them it's only an excuse. Thank you. And the last question.
One more question, please. Yes, gentleman at the back. Oh, lady, I'm sorry.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much, Foreign Minister, for your presentation. I wonder if you could kindly elaborate on two of the points that you yourself made. You advocated a change of the political system, and you advocated a phased approach to peace. If you could kindly give us a little bit more detail about what kind of a political system do you actually envisage? How do you see strengthening the system? And the phased approach, what are the benchmarks going to be? And if you just have one moment, I think the audience here would be quite interested just in the Gilad Shalit situation. Do you have confidence in the German mediator? Anything that you could share with us would be much appreciated. Thank you.
First of all, I think in the case of Gilad Shalit, it's much better to keep silence. I don't think that it's a place to elaborate about this case, and also regarding the human rights and according to the international law, the minimum what we expect, some approach that somebody from the Red Cross will visit Gilad Shalit. But I don't see any pressure from the government, some claims, some demands from Hamas, from Palestinian authority, to provide some kind of meeting between Red Cross and Gilad Shalit. Regarding our political system, I personally support a presidential system, exactly like in the United States. Of course, to increase the electoral barrier from 2% to 4%, and maybe some other changes, and of course cabinet with not more than 18 ministers, but also the ministers, professional ministers, not from the political level. I think also that this, the case that we have in Israel, if you member of Knesset, member of parliament, and a minister, it's very bad practical. We have very bad experience, and you must divide between these two levels of power, and the government and the parliament, and some other details, but really to be more efficient, more stable, because today we have every 2.5 years in new elections, and I think that it's really very, very bad for our economy, for our society, and for our political system. And regarding the intermediate agreement, even according to the roadmap, it must be first stage, second stage, and the third stage. And the biggest mistake of previous government was that they tried to jump from the first stage to the third stage, to the final status agreement. I think that we need more time to improve their economy, to improve their security forces, to create more credibility and more trust between both sides. And most of the political disputes without any final agreement. What we have today around the world, for example, even here in UK, you still have in UK a dispute with Argentina about the Falkland Islands. But you know how to live with this dispute, and most of the countries around the world, they know how to live, how to coexist despite the political dispute. And for example, Russia and Japan, they have a long historical political dispute about the Falkland Islands, but this Kuril Islands. But despite this dispute, they have or even Cyprus. You have for Muslims today about 30 years the dispute and the tension in Cyprus. And today you have even in Europe more and more conflicts and disputes. Georgia, Russia, and Transnistria, etc. But countries and people know how to coexist despite the political dispute. And I think the same situation between us and the Palestinians. If I try to compare the situation between us and the Palestinians to the situation in Iraq, in Yemen, in Lebanon, we really will keep the situation under control, in much better shape, and I think that we need more time really to create viable Palestinian state, peaceful state, with to provide the security and stability. And I hope that despite difference of opinions, you will continue to support the state of Israel, and we will continue to support our Jewish communities. And thank you for everything. Thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, you've heard from the Minister about the work that JNF is doing in helping